Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple from the Golden Bachelorette are determined to prioritize their family, even if it means postponing their wedding preparations. Joan and Chock's journey together has been around integrating their families. Chock has 2 children from his former marriage, while Joan and her late spouse had 4. Since their engagement, the pair has been working to integrate their lives while maintaining a long-distance relationship, with Joan residing in Maryland and Chock in Kansas. Despite being engaged just weeks after meeting on Season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette, Joan and Chock made it plain that they were not rushing into marriage. Both were processing their emotions following the losses of their previous relationships and wanted to proceed with care out of respect for their children. Joan and Chock planned a protracted engagement, stating that their wedding would not take place until late 2025 or early 2026. Recent changes within their family have pushed back their schedule even further, as Joan and Chock juggle their family duties and stressful schedules. Their wedding plans become less important. Although Joan and Chock discussed their future wedding plans shortly after their engagement on the Golden Bachelorette finale, there were few tangible updates in the months that followed. In an interview with Bachelor Nation, Joan and Chock explained why they decided to take a break from wedding plans. One of Joan's sons will marry later this year, and she expects her other son to get engaged soon. Joan is understandably glad to let her wedding plans take a backseat while she celebrates these important family milestones. While Joan and Chock are not prioritizing their wedding, this is in no way a sign of difficulty in their relationship. Rather, it demonstrates how aligned their priorities are. Joan and Chock decided from the beginning that their children would always come first, and they are now living up to that promise. Joan and Chock's relationship is unconventional, yet it appears to work well for them. They met on a reality show and now live in opposite regions of the country. Nonetheless, Joan and Chock feel confident in their partnership. Joan stated to the Bachelor Nation, "We're really enjoying where we are right now, and I think if we put that pressure on us, we won't enjoy what we're doing right now. What we're doing is perfect." Joan and Chock do not need a legal marriage to establish their love, and their engagement could last for years or even decades. Chock and Joan are still having fun, as evidenced by the photo above from his Instagram. However, choosing a wedding date is not their main priority. Joan and Chock made it obvious shortly after their engagement that they were not in a rush to marry. Their connection progressed quickly throughout the Golden Bachelorette, and they were still getting to know each other. Before the finale aired, Joan and Chock were required to keep their relationship a secret, which meant they couldn't be seen together in public. The need to acclimate to life outside the mansion, and later to live outside the privacy of their own houses, gave Joan and Chock plenty to think about other than wedding planning. Joan and Chock had been married before. They've already experienced the excitement of a wedding day, so they can approach their second wedding with a more relaxed mindset. They do not aim to have children together, so there is no need to rush into marriage in order to start a family. Joan Vassos and Chock from the Golden Bachelorette appear to be at a very secure place in their lives, and marriage appears to be purely formal. Above all, Joan and Chock's relationship has always revolved around their children. While their children are often supportive of their parents' involvement, there are always challenges with combining 2 established families. Joan and Chock are respectful, always ensuring that their children are happy before moving forward with their wedding plans. Following numerous dismal seasons, the Golden Bachelorette signified a welcome turnaround for the Bachelor series. Joan remained true to her beliefs throughout her search for love, and along the road, she and many of her suitors were able to recover from their losses. She and Chock may not be planning the grandiose wedding she envisioned, but the change in plans could be for the best. Joan and Chock are completely pleased with their relationship and understand the Golden Bachelorette have captured the hearts of millions, not just because of their love story, but because of the profound, relatable journey they are embarking on together. Their relationship, though unconventional, shows that sometimes love requires patience, understanding, and a deep commitment to family, even if it means postponing personal desires like a wedding. Since meeting on the first season of the Golden Bachelorette, Joan and Chock have navigated the complexities of blending two established lives, each marked by both joy and loss. Joan, a widow with 4 children from her late spouse, and Chock, a divorced father with 2 children from his previous marriage, quickly realized that their relationship would need to take a backseat to the needs and well-being of their families. In fact, this mutual understanding has defined the core of their bond, setting them apart from many other couples who might prioritize their wedding or their children's milestones. The couple had been engaged for months before they took a step back from wedding planning. For many, the idea of postponing a wedding would raise red flags, signaling potential issues in the relationship. However, for Joan and Chock, this decision was an extension of their deep respect for their loved ones. Family was always going to come first, and neither Joan nor Chock were in a rush to push ahead with their wedding simply to meet a societal expectation. Joan's son was planning to marry later that year, and there was even speculation that another one of her sons was about to get engaged as well. These milestones in her children's lives were moments Joan wanted to savor fully, and she had no intention of letting her own wedding plans interfere with the joy of those events. Chock, too, understood the importance of these family gatherings. He wasn't concerned about the lack of wedding progress. Instead, he supported Joan's decision to let her family take precedence. This patience was not just about timing. It was about creating a foundation that would allow their relationship to grow organically. Joan and Chock had both been married before, and they had both experienced the intensity and excitement of a wedding day. This time around, they were determined to approach their second wedding with a more relaxed and grounded mindset. They had no urgency to tie the knot immediately. They knew that their commitment to each other was already deeply established. I think if we put that pressure on ourselves, we won't enjoy what we're doing right now, Joan had said in an interview with Bachelor Nation. What we're doing right now is perfect, and we're just going to enjoy it. We're happy. Her words revealed an important truth. Joan and Chock weren't trying to live up to anyone else's expectations. They were content with the present. Their engagement, though significant, was simply a step in their ongoing journey together. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any updates.